Here's some of the latest headlines in the COVID-19 outbreak. Governor Tim Walz is expected to extend his peacetime emergency order through June 12th. It is set to expire today. The peacetime emergency allows the governor to issue executive orders and keep schools and businesses closed. This is kind of the order needed to run the government the way the governor wants to. It's different from the stay-at-home order, which is more telling businesses and people what they should do. That's set to end this Monday, May 18th. Governor planning a televised address at 6 p.m. tonight to talk about what's next. You can watch for that here on WCCO. With more than 80,000 Americans dead from COVID-19, some of the health experts on the White House Coronavirus Task Force testified before Congress yesterday to speak about the federal response. Dr. Anthony Fauci delivered a stark warning yesterday about rushing to reopen the country.
My concern is that if states or cities or regions, in their attempt, understandable, to get back to some form of normality, disregard to a greater or lesser degree the checkpoints that we put in our guidelines about when it is safe to proceed in pulling back on mitigation. Because I feel if that occurs, there is a real risk that you will trigger an outbreak that you may not be able to control.
Minnesota did just reach the 5,000 tests per day that Governor Walz has said would be a requirement to open up the state. The national, though, reopening plan suggested that states see a 2-week steady decline in cases. And as testing is ramped up here, Minnesota has not yet seen that trend. That means if the state were to reopen next week, it would go against the nation's leading voice on how to make it through this pandemic. Wisconsin, though, reopened thousands of retail shops with restrictions. They have seen a downward trend in cases there. Minnesota Senator Paul Anderson expressed his concern yesterday about how long businesses can stay shut down. He said many of them are on the brink of closing for good, and those who have a safety plan should be allowed to use it.
I really believe that, and I'm hopeful that the governor is going to take those steps in the days very soon as we come up on the next deadline, that he's going to open up and turn that, as he calls it, turns the dial even more, because these businesses do need to open. And again, we can do this in a safe manner.
Right now, Minnesota is still one of a handful of states where those cases continue to rise. In the past week, we've averaged more than 660 new cases per day. So increased testing has raised the number of Minnesota cases there. We're now nearly 12,500. 614 people have died. In Wisconsin, there are less than 11,000 positive confirmed cases and 418 deaths.